great to be here. It's really amazing to see all these people here coming together, talking about culture. This is an incredible place. It's an incredible summit. The Recording Academy is very, very proud and honored to be a partner of this year's event. We've got our president somewhere here, Panos Panay. We've got our chair, Tammy Hurt. We've got our vice chair, Rico Love. We've got our chief operating officer, Brandon Chapman. We've got some other members of the Academy family all here to talk about making music from the global perspective. But we're also here to learn about making music with a global perspective. As Trevor Noah said yesterday, we can all learn from each other. And I know there are many different people here from all different disciplines, different works of art in different areas across the entire globe. But I'm going to start off by saying something slightly controversial. Music is uniquely special. I believe it has a power like nothing else. It's what we call the miracle of music. In my role at the Academy, I see every day, up close, how it has the power to heal, the power to improve mental, spiritual, and even physical health. It brings people together, people that don't like each other, or maybe people that even hate each other. They come together when they hear the beat. They come together when they hear their favorite song. Even if they don't agree on anything. Different religions, different political views, different genders, or different ethnicities. They are all coming together. And that's the miracle of music, that those differences literally disappear when people start singing or dancing together or just bobbing their heads. Music can conjure feelings and memories that transform all of us. It's humanity's greatest natural resource and potentially one of all of our country's most impactful exports. Right now is a dynamic time to be in music, both from the creative side and the business side. I don't think there's ever been a time when the pace of change has been so fast. Everything in the industry is rapidly evolving. How music is made, how it's distributed, consumed, shared, monetized. And with each passing day, we're becoming better equipped to understand and leverage music's broad and bold impact. It's particularly exciting to be here in the Gulf. As many of you know, this region is the fastest growing music territory in the world. The music market grew 35% in 2021. Streaming is skyrocketing. Platforms like TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts are all seeing huge growth here. There's so much fantastic local innovation going on, and there is this energy here of anything is possible, and that's palpable. You only need to look at companies like the streamer Ngami to see the pace of change. From 30 million annual users in 2017 to now more than 70 million users, and becoming the first Arabic technology company to be listed on the NASDAQ stock exchange. Similarly, regional artist Mohammed Hamaki's performance last September almost broke the platform Fortnite with millions and millions and millions of views. So we're paying attention. The world is paying attention. We're watching, we're listening, we're seeing it all, and we're excited. We're also excited because it's a new time for us at the Recording Academy. We had our very first Grammy Awards show way back in 1958, establishing the industry's only peer-to-peer award. And it's continued to be synonymous with excellence for 64 years. The Grammy is an award that's helped launch countless careers, cemented untold legacies, and changed millions and millions of lives. 2 decades ago, we were also paying attention, and we started the Latin Recording Academy, Thanks, Manuel. And with the Latin Grammys, we began honoring Spanish and Portuguese language music and artists from all over North America and Spain, Mexico, Brazil, and many other countries. Today, the world has never been smaller. Music is blowing through borders and boundaries and languages and cultures. Think about this. Right now, on the US charts, 3 of the top artists are all from outside of America. I've had the privilege of traveling to this region a number of times in the past. I was also fortunate enough this year to go to Africa and spend time in Ghana and Rwanda. I've been all over Europe and Asia, and every single place I go, it's incredible. But music is everywhere. And most of the time, there's a vibrant, thriving local music scene. K-pop, Afrobeats, salsa, soca, reggae, ragas. The list is endless. In the last few months, I've also been able to go to dozens of concerts in the US, all across the country, in different markets, hearing all kinds of regional styles and sounds of music. All of this is a great reminder that in every country of the world, there's dozens, even hundreds of styles and sounds, all morphing and constantly blending and fusing and changing and mashing up genres, maybe collaborating with a neighbor or even another language to make this miraculous art. And if you look at it the right way, you can see that the world isn't just a two-dimensional, flat map with arbitrary borders or boundaries or divisions. It's a rich tapestry of individual strands, all overlapping and intersecting, all woven together. That's the miracle of music. At the Academy, we like to say that talent is distributed equally around the world, but opportunity is not. Across the globe, what's needed more now than ever is support and infrastructure and capacity building. What's needed is investment. We need to innovate long-term partnerships which build the rich musical local ecosystem, providing a new generation of creators the chance to make their art and have it reach audiences in their area, but also all around the world. On my trips to the Gulf, I've been excited to hear about plans for projects like the Ngami Lab, which is launching in cities all around the world, including right here in Abu Dhabi, in Riyadh, in Cairo, in Beirut, London, even in my own hometown of Los Angeles. This type of creativity, this type of collaboration is exactly what I'm talking about. On an earlier visit to the region, I got the chance to go to a recording studio, in Doha, actually. I listened to a song that was written for the upcoming World Cup. The song was beautiful. As a producer and a songwriter, I was really impressed. But my favorite part of that song, was that it was actually being sung by 3 different artists in 3 different languages. I heard Arabic, Spanish, and English, all on one song. Hearing this was a moment that hit me, and I knew that the future wasn't almost here. The future is here. I'm also excited and optimistic about what's happening musically in the world, but particularly in this region. There's such a rich heritage here. When an area is known as the cradle of civilization, you know that the music legacy is deep and it's strong. So I don't see why the next global superstar or the next sound couldn't come from right here. K-pop didn't just appear out of nowhere. Latin music didn't just appear out of nowhere. Hip-hop, the Beatles, the British Invasion, none of that just popped up. In all those areas, and in many others, music came out of a supportive ecosystem that helped nourish the artists and the music scene. Music teachers, venue owners, local studios, managers, entertainment lawyers, intellectual property protection strategists, and on and on and on. As we look to build creative capacity and a thriving creative industry. Let our common cause be that we come together to grow these opportunities, to provide education, training, infrastructure, investment, to create programming and moments that draw the world's attention and tell each region's important story. I see no higher purpose. Nourishing creators and supporting emerging music communities or cities, building music markets and regional music scenes. It's not only good for those communities or those countries or those regions, it's good for all of us. The real miracle of music is that it actually changes the world. At the most basic, elemental level, every note of every song changes and shifts the air around it. The sound reverberates and it travels, transforming everything that it touches. Music changes us, our feelings, our mood, changes our perspective, changes our minds, it changes our heart. When we feel invisible, music sees us. When we're afraid, music comforts us. When we're in love, it inspires us. It heals our wounds. It breaks down walls. It brings people together. Music is often the shortest distance between 2 points, and no other art form or form of communication or circumstance can do that quite like music. So let's agree. The miracle of music serves the world. Now let us serve music. Let all of us, each in our own way, serve this precious, vital, natural resource. Knowing the power, the value of music, let's figure out how to support creators, support the art, support the ecosystem, a word we've heard a lot this week. Let's figure out how we're going to hold music to the highest regard and utilize it to tell the stories that need to be heard, to tell the real stories of this region and many other regions that sometimes have been misunderstood or even worse, misrepresented. I'm so honored to be here with all of you, demonstrating our love and support for this area's culture, for all culture, for its music, its artists, its technologists, and its platforms that are all coming together to advance the reach, the value, the power of music. Now, let's not just be fans, but let's also be stewards of the innovation, the diplomacy, the globalization, and the living culture that is the miracle of music. Thank you very much.